Hey guys, I'm SKV and you're watching SKV Plays On, and welcome to a video of Dauntless. This is a chain blade build video. These are the chain blade builds I'm using right now. One is the Agaris, which is a Terra chain blade, and also the Chronovore chain blades, which is a Radiant build. I will be showing off the build soon enough, but let me just show you what the numbers this thing can do. 16,000, 8,000, those are the numbers that I can get with the chain blades right now, and this is the build I have. Cunning +6, Pulse +6, Sharpen, Tenacious and Tough also at +6. Only Molten and Zeal is at +3. Then I also have the Radiant build, which is pretty much the same. Cunning, Pulse, Sharpen, Tenacious and Tough at +6. Molten and Zeal is at +3. If you want, you can replay Sharpened with Berserker +3, but Berserker will kinda affect your Tenacious build, because Tenacious depends on how much health you have, and if you're using Berserker +6 or Berserker +3, you're going to be getting negative health, so you'll be losing the health, which means Tenacious will do lesser damage compared to what it's going to do now. Just to show you what the Chronovore can do, you first build up on the charges of the chain blade, obviously, depending on how many charges you have. $12,000 and $6,000. The Radiant does lesser than the Terra because, well, there's a reason. The weapon bond I'm using for the Radiant is obviously the Rezakiri chain blades. The Rezakiri has like a 12% chance for attack to hit twice. If I get lucky, the 12% chance might happen when I'm doing the Reaper's Dance, and I might get double the numbers that you just saw. It's still a chance. And of course I'm using Hurricane chain blades or Hurricane blades as the mod, which is going to do the damage on your next hit after you've done the spinning blade attack. Then of course the special I'm using is Reaper's Dance. This is the same thing I'm using even on the Agaris build or the Terra build. But on the chain blades for Chronovore, I'm using Tough and +3 Pulse, both of them +3. And then of course I'm using Iceborne so that I can keep my health up every now and then by using the Iceborne, and I also get lifesteal from it. I'm also using the Skarn Lantern, which also does Terra damage, which also has a chance of providing me lifesteal from behemoths if the effect of the Skarn Lantern gets activated on the behemoth. If you keep hitting the behemoth, these green orbs kinda come out of the behemoth and you get health back. That's one more reason why I'm using Skarn. And also the other reason is because Skarn Lantern kinda provides shields every time you activate it. It provides you, the character, the shields on the health bar so that your health bar is safe for a bit. If you do get hit, the shields are going to take the first damage. So keeping the health up is important because we need Tenacious to keep the damage up. For every 100 HP you have, you'll be getting 2% of bonus damage from Tenacious, which means right now I have 1700 HP. You can see on the top left side, 1700 HP. That into 2%, you can imagine how much I'll be getting percentage of damage every time I hit. Now coming to the helmet, it's the Skullforge helmet. Obviously I'm using this because it provides the stamina shields. For your stamina bar, it provides 50 shields, which will make sure that your stamina doesn't get depleted too quickly and you still have enough time to use your dodge abilities of the chain blades, or even kind of avoid any attacks that are coming from the behemoth, and you don't have to worry about wasting your heavy attacks in case you don't want to lose your stamina. You can still do heavy attacks and the Skullforge will make sure that the stamina bar doesn't get depleted too quickly. Now coming to the chest piece, it's the Thrax chest piece, which provides Cunning +3, and the arm is the Boreas arms, which has Tenacious +3. The boots is also the Chorok boots, which has Tenacious +3 again. Now on the arms and boots, I made sure I put the Sharpen cell. The sharpened cell at +6 gives me 30% part damage, and if I dodge through an attack correctly, within the next 5 seconds I can do 100% part damage with a hit. So that also kinda comes in very handy. Now apart from this, I already told you tenacious kinda depends on your health. That's the reason why I'm using tough +6, which will give me 500 max health, which will increase my 1100 or 1200 health all the way to 1700 HP. You can see on the top left. Now other than that, of course, I have Molten from the helmet itself. This kind of comes in handy to give me a pickup which will help me be immune to fire damage from time to time, and slightly increases the attack speed, of course, and movement speed. Then Zeal is something that gives me 35% lantern ability effectiveness, meaning whatever ability the lantern has, like shield provision and also the extra damage that it does from its terra stones that keep swirling around the character, those will also do 35% more damage. So that's the reason why I have a +3 Zeal. You can kind of change the Zeal to some other utility cell if you want, or whichever you like, but I'm using Zeal to increase the lantern effectiveness. Same build I'm using for the Terra chain blades as well, but for the Terra chain blades, the armor parts I'm using here are a bit different because I have to jumble it up a little bit so that I get the same stats. You can see the boots used to be Charug on this one. Now it's a Chronovore boots which gives pulse +3, and also I made sure that I've added pulse +3 cell on it, gives me a pulse 6 over here. Cunning also, I added +3 cunning cell on the Thrax chest piece, +6 cunning here. And for the chain blades, I'm using the same special Reaper Dance, and I'm using the same mod Hurricane Blades, but the chain bond which I'm using here is the Sovereign's Lash. This is the Koshai related chain blades, the Koshai Behemoth related chain blades. The best thing about this is, if you wait for 4 seconds without dealing any damage towards the behemoth, your weapon is going to do 50% more damage in the next 6 attacks. 50% more damage in the next 6 attacks. So this is the reason why I get high numbers with the Agaris chain blades. Now coming to the pulse cell. The pulse cell has a condition where every 5th hit of the weapon is going to be a guaranteed critical strike, plus it does 15% critical strike damage also. So this kind of goes very well with the cunning +6, because the cunning +6 has 10% critical strike chance, which is increased at the 5th hit by the pulse. Then of course the 30% critical strike damage is also added to the 15% critical strike damage of the pulse. So it kind of goes really well with these two, the crit damage I mean. And then of course, like I said, sharpen gives me extra bit of part damage. That's the reason why you see such high numbers. Now you could use the Berserker. Like I said, you could use the Berserker instead of the sharpen +6, but what's going to happen is you have to be very alert about the 10 stacks of Berserker, which might get over within 3 seconds, and you still need to use the Reaper's Dance, which does take about 2 seconds of an animation time, and you also have to get the pulse activated. Now if you can see on the top left side, just below the chain blade charger, chain blade meter, you see that 1 2 3, the numbers filling up and then disappearing again, coming and disappearing again. Yeah, that is the pulse. Like I said, that's 1 2 3 4 5. So the pulse, what it does is, on the 5th hit you'll get a certain icon. For example, 1 2, you can see the number 1 and 2 on the icon that looks like a frequency. 3, and on 4 this gets activated. You can see the teeth type of icon and also another icon that looks like an explosion, and inside it has those frequency type of design. Yeah, those 2 icons get activated for your 5th hit. Now when your 5th hit is ready, you can just do your Reaper's Dance. If in case you were using Berserker, you had to get it done within 3 seconds itself if you were using Berserker +6. If you're not using Berserker and instead you use Sharpened, whatever Reaper's Dance you do, this one, you get that much of a number at any time. You can see the weapons, how it glows for a second. After 4 seconds, the weapons glow. That weapons glow is nothing but your Koshai weapon bond, which is getting ready for a 50% damage. If I don't let it glow like that, or if I don't give it time, let me show you. I'll charge up the weapon meter now. Weapon meter is charged. Now, now it's ready. I didn't let it glow, so I got only 12,000. Now in case I take the 4 seconds, wait for the glow to charge my blades, then I get extra bit of damage, which is nothing but extra 50% damage added to my spin attack. See, it's ready now, waiting for the charge, and then boom, look at that, 17,000 this time. 17,000 because I also performed this, the Hurricane Blades. The Hurricane Blades says using blade spin grants stacking on next hit damage that is consumed when using other attacks, which means this attack, this blade spin, you can see number 20 on the top left side. That's because of the number of spins I just did, which kinda gets consumed by doing extra damage on the next hit after the spin. And then wait for the charge always. Make sure you always charge up your chain blades to a level 4 meter. See, the meter is fully filled up now, 4 charges. And then do the spinning blades. And then pulse is active. Now the blades. Boom, 17,000, easy. In the hunting grounds, going to Razor Cliff right now with my Agaris chain blades. Razor Cliff has too many of the radiant types that keep spawning all the time, so I'm using the Agaris chain blades. This is a very hard difficulty. My weapon level is 13 right now, but I'm going to a hunting ground which has behemoths at level 16 and 19. So here we go. I'm gonna do a private run. Right now I'm going up against a Koshai, which is a light bound. Building up on the charges right now. Look at that. Did you see the numbers just now? That's the amount of damage you can do if you time the thing correctly after the Koshai weapon bond is ready. As you can see, the numbers are always going to be high if you can time it correctly. Once you get used to this, you'll be doing the damage so easily. Look at the health of this thing already. and he's already done. Right now I'm going to a Rezakiri, and you can see that on the top left side the weapon is already ready to do the damage. What I'm going to do is I'm just gonna go to it. I'm gonna wait. And then look at that. My first hit itself is 10,000. Wait for it. Look at that. You get really good numbers when you kind of wait and get that last hit. You don't always have to do it. You can just keep going with your light attacks itself, or you can even start using heavy attacks to do wounding damage. Wounding damage is very good in this particular chain blade, so look at that. Now I wait. Glowing. Done. This is what I mean by you can get high numbers with this. You can also use the same build with even the umbral weapons. You can also use it with blaze weapons, shock weapons. Right now I'm going up against a level 19 purple. You can see the Rezakiri icon on the top. It's a level 19. My weapons are at level 13. I'm going to be fighting against this with the Agaris build. If you want, you can try it with the Radiant build also. You'll get good numbers of damage on it. First, I'm gonna charge up the chain blades. Charge up your chain blades nicely as quickly as possible. Make sure to keep your health up high. And you just wait. Glowing. Look at that. 15,000 on a level 19 from a level 13 weapon. And I'm not even using potions, by the way. You can see that. I am not using potions. Now wait for it. Glowing. Always wait for that glow and then get a hit. Obviously I just hit a part which is already broken, so I didn't get that high a number. The wound damage is also pretty good on this weapon, so you can try to do wound damage as well. And done. So yeah, you already saw the numbers. This is the build. If you want, try it out. Hope you guys enjoyed this bit of gameplay and the build video. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, a sayonara, a tata, a see you, and a bye bye.